Hello everyone, today we are going to build this cool newspaper animation which is perfect for documentary video, news video or facts video. My name is Naresh and let's build together this cool newspaper animation. Let's start. So this animation which we are going to create, it has all subtle information. See, you can see like newspaper like engraving and the texture, rough edges, and the like the ink has spread. So this kind of subtle information which makes this animation really cool and perfect. So which are the assets you will need for this animation? First is this paper texture, which you can download from any free site like Pixel or Pixabay, and then the two or three images, basically two images that you are going to use as a newspaper image, but that you can download from any free site, or you can use your own images which you intend to make as a newspaper animation. So you can use your own. So these are the things. So we will start the project by creating new composition. We will call it template, having this custom size 4000 by 4000 pixel, 30 frame per second, and make it for the 10 second. Keep the background white so that when we switch off the transparency, it will not turn black. All right, now we are going to add some text. So select your text, create these blocks, copy the text you want to paste. So we have copy pasted this text. Now you can change the font. You can change the font whatever you like. I am changing it to Arial and I am keeping it Arial bold. Change the font size, keeping around it to 78 or something. So change the font size. So this is the box, and the other thing you can do from here. And another important thing is just make it align as a justify all. Click on this icon, justify all, so the text become like a newspaper. And you can adjust these edges. So this is my one main box that I am putting here, newspaper. So this is the one box, and similarly you can duplicate this layer, Control D or Alt D in case of Mac, and just drag and drop and just adjust this two box. Again, making another copy just for the demonstration purpose. Adjust its size. Click on a text and you can adjust the size. Click on text and you can adjust the size, and you can put it in like a newspaper. Alright, so now we have this newspaper like text. Now we will create another heading. So here we will create another heading. Let's call it newspaper. Increase the size. Change font to some newspaper style font. You can use newspaper style font. I have downloaded this font and I am using this newspaper style font. Okay, let us write another text here. This will be Let's change to Helvetica. Right. So we have this text here. Now let us give some look like. Now let us give this news like this look. So select your pen tool, and you shouldn't be selecting any layer. Without selecting any layer, click on pen tool. Remember, this fill should be no fill. You can change it from here. Click on this and you can change it from here. It should be no fill. This option should be selected, no fill, and stroke size would be stroke color would be black. So change it to 0000 black and change this to 10 pixel, and I will be creating two line. One is here and one dot is here. So I have created this line. Alright, so this is a black line, and you can just duplicate this line, Command D or Control D, and just drag this line below. So now you have a two line. You can zoom it to make it more perfect. Okay, so we have this perfect two line, and in between line we are going to write the basic newspaper information. So again select the text tool and type capital volume, keep it here, volume 1, and you can duplicate this and can put in the middle. Select the text and write the newspaper. Can align your text. If it is not open, then go to Windows, click on Align. So this will open. Align it horizontally, so it will come in the middle of the these two line. Now again select this. Again select this and let's duplicate it. And let us write the price. Let's make another decorative line here. Here and here. Let's change its color to yellow. Let's change its size to little big. Alright, so it looks nice. Alright, so we have now text. We have this nice newspaper template. Now what is remaining? We have to add our images. So let's do that. So first so let's now add images. Okay, so I have this image. So now let's scale it. Hit S and it will open the scaling. You can enlarge it, place it here. Let's take back to the down. So enlarge it. It would be very difficult to adjust this image here. So what I will do, I will create this as a pre-compose, label it as image, click OK, and then by selecting this image pre-composition, click on this rectangle tool, masking tool, select mask, rectangle mask, and select the area where you want to. So create this rectangle where you want to create exactly the exact place where you want to create. So it will mask the rest of the area and keep only that area. Alright, so that's beautiful. Done. So now we have our image. Now we want another image. Let's put it at the last. It's S. Scale this image. Scale this image. Keep it here. That's good. Alright, let's pre-compose it similarly the way just like we did last time. Let's call it image 2. Again select that image, select rectangle tool, rectangle mask, click on this and done. So we have created another image placeholder. So we have now this our template ready. Let's create another composition and label it as a main or render. And let's change this to HD, 30 frame rate. Let's change to 30 frames per second, HD, and for 10 seconds click OK. Let's bring our template here. Right, so we have this newspaper template here. Okay, but it does not have like this newspaper kind of feeling, and it just look like it is copy pasted over the paper. Let's bring our paper texture. So this is our paper texture. It just look like we have copy pasted it over some paper. So let's have that feeling of newspaper, like it is engraved on the newspaper. So what we can do, you can just change the mode to linear burn. If it is not visible here, then you can just toggle these switches and it will appear. So we have this normal mode and you can change it to linear burn. But if you closely observe this texture, it does not have any newspaper kind of feeling. Select the template, hit T and reduce the opacity to something around like 60% or 65%. Okay. Okay, another important thing you can do it here. You can change the texture of this newspaper. So just select the effect curve, color correction curve, and just make the S. Like it is coming through the texture is coming through the image. So you can change it little bit. Alright, but this text is very clear and it does not have any rough edges. So what we can do here, just select the Gaussian blur and change it to 7 to 8. I'm changing it to 7.2 something. Gaussian blur. Then select another effect that is known as the rough edges. Stylize rough edges. Alright, so select this rough edges, select is to rusty and change this little bit to 8 or 8 point or something. Change this complexity to 2. Change this scale to some minimum value 10 and just try to manipulate it and see how it is looking. So 10 to 25, so it is perfect. Now it is having more like a roughy edge kind of feeling, and edge sharpness you can change it to something like 1.2 or something. So now we have more feeling of like a newspaper kind of feeling. So okay, good. So it is looking cool now. All right, so now we have this newspaper template and now we want to animate it. So let's animate it. So select new camera and select the 35 mm camera and click OK. So we have created camera. Now convert this to 3D layers and just hit. Now transform this camera, select point of interest, position and hit C on the keyboard. So it will open the camera settings. Basically from here you can change. You can orbit around. This is a panning tool and this one can zoom. So this is how you can do like this, and this will move it here and this will zoom in or zoom out. So this is the kind of all right. So I have set it like this. Then again go back to a frame like 4 second or 6 second. You can also check it from here. It's 5 seconds. So move to 5 second or so, and again just bring back this this sort of thing. Again bring it to 7 seconds or so, and again change. Alright, so we have animated our newspaper. Now let us give some depth. So what we can do, just go to camera options, depth of field on, and we can change this focus distance. So just mess with it. Focus distance. It's good, and just change this aperture. All right. So, no, this is not good. This is good. This aperture. All right, now animate this focus distance. So let's bring it here. Change the focus. Alright guys, so we have set our animation. You can tweak around all these settings from here: point of interest, position, specifically focus distance and aperture, so that you can get this nice blurry kind of background, and the focus change as is it's animated. So you can change it, or you can just refer it to the project file and you can set it. And the important thing is select these layers, hit U, so it will show you all the keyframes. select all the layer, hit U on the keyboard, so it will show you all the keyframe. Now select all the keyframes and hit F9, so it will just do the easy ease. I already changed it to easy ease, that's why it is not changing, but you must change it to easy ease. Then go to your this graph editor, just like select all the keyframe and drag it. Similarly here also, change this, so we will have this nice animation. While selecting this graph editor, make sure that it is, if it is not so, then make sure that you are in edit speed graph. Close this. Alright, so two final thing I want to demonstrate here. One is this cool text highlighting effect that you can insert using the pen tool, and trim path effect. And second thing is that instead of image, you can also use the video. So let's first this highlight effect. So choose the point where you want to highlight here. Then go to your template, and exactly at this point, you can just highlight this using your pen tool. And after that, you can add, from here you can add trim paths. And after adding trim path, you can animate the trim path, the point where you want to highlight it. So select that point, click on this animation path stopwatch icon, start and end, make it both 0, and select the point where you want to end this highlight, and again change the value to 100%, so this will be highlighted. So this is getting highlighted. Another thing is you can replace this image with the video. So let us replace our image 1. So open image 1 template and select your project file, and I would be replacing this with the, you can scale it. Alright, go to render. Alright, so now we are having this video file, and you can also animate your text using their presets animation for the text. These are the presets text animation that you can use. Rather than putting simple text, you can animate them. So that also you can do it. Alright, so that's all for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing if it has really added some values. Bye bye, see you in the next video really very soon.